Right, I want us to get into an interview now to talk about innovative climate solutions, just focusing on climate resilience and women empowerment. And via Zoom, I'm joined by Karnika Yadav. She's the Director for Africa and Silcap Advisory Services. Karnika, good to see you. I hope you're well.
Good to see you and hear from you, Hadia. Hope you are doing well.
I am, thank you very much. I think just starting off the conversation is just to understand how does climate resilience intersect with women empowerment, especially in African communities?
Great, thanks for that question, Hadia. So Africa, though, is the least commuter for... Sorry, Hadia, I'm hearing a bit of an echo.
Yeah, that's okay. You can continue. You can continue. It's okay. We can hear you pretty well.
Okay, sure. Sounds good. Yeah, we can continue now. So Hadia, yeah, as you know, Africa is one of the least contributor of the greenhouse gases. Only 2 to 3% of the greenhouse gas emissions come from Africa. But then it is the continent which is most adversely affected by the climate change. 9 out of the 10 countries which are most vulnerable in the context of the climate change are actually in sub-Saharan Africa. And the effect of the climate change is much more on the women, because women usually do not have the resources to adapt and recover from the climate change effects. And then consequently, the impact becomes much more on the women in this. And particularly in the African context, most of the sectors in which women are involved are very, very prone to the climate impact. For instance, over 30 to 60%, somewhere from 30% in Kenya to about 65% in other East African countries, women are majorly employed in the agriculture sector. And agriculture sector is very, very largely impacted and have an effect of the climate change shocks and risk. And that's in turn make the impact on the women also much more. So the things like women, as they are involved in the agriculture sector, from planting to harvesting and the other things as well. Then women are also responsible for the collecting, particularly in the rural areas, for the collecting water and the fireworks. So all these things increases the impact of the climate change on the women.
Right. You've talked about the primary responsibilities women have and of course how it affects them when it comes to climate change. But are there any strategies that are in place that are implemented rather to enhance women's role in building climate resilience across the continent?
Definitely. And women can definitely are playing and can play a very significant role in reducing the effect of the climate change in the continent. As I just mentioned, that women are involved in the agriculture sector and women are also at the forefront of the other sectors. So in this context, women also are able to develop the solutions. Being the receiver of these impact, they are also able to develop the solutions, innovative solutions which can which can lead to the adaptation, mitigation, and the climate resilience and the community enhancements. So some of the things that women can be involved in terms of the climate resilience is that, for instance, in the agriculture sector, with the technologies such as the precision agriculture or the usage of the drought resilient crops, women are using them and adopting them, and then women are also communicating the usage of these innovative technologies in their communities. So they are also the teachers, the trainers, the advocates of these type of solutions. The other thing, what we have seen the women are doing in the context of